Alright, I guess you're moving on. Dry pizza. Finally, the first order after 4 grueling hours. But my time is over soon. I'd much rather just sit till the end. Unfortunately for me, now I have to go somewhere for an order. What's wrong with this life? I've been working properly for a year, and always doing my best, but in the end, no orders, no money, and clients complain all the time. What's the point of this courier rating if there aren't many orders anyway? Flexible work schedule, high income, bonuses, and discounts in restaurants? Sounds like a dream job. Bullshit. I don't even have money for rent. And the problems with clients are more absurd after the other. The navigator can't find the right house, or the customer cancels the order when I'm already halfway there. People act like they don't want their food at all. Oh my god, the Twin Towers! Recently, I made a delivery to an upscale neighborhood. At the entrance, I met the concierge, but she didn't want to let me in. I immediately called the customer, and he flatly refused to come get the food himself. Our company's support service was no help to me either. From the beginning, I didn't like the concierge. She looked like she'd been a patient in a nut house who was released today. Not to mention her eyes were sly, like the damn bald dude who put dill in my shawarma once. She had clearly gathered all the wisdom of this life, rolled a joint out of it, and smoked cheekily in the face of anyone who had the audacity to cross her path. I couldn't and didn't want to trust her, but I had no choice. I couldn't think of anything better than to bribe and ask her to deliver the order to the customer. Mr. President, a second shawarma has hit the towers! But a little shawarma kindergarten. Of course, she kept both the money and the food, so I got fined. But in this case, the customer's behavior and complaint can still somehow be understandable. Once the restaurant forgot to put napkins in the bag, and so the customer complained to support that I'd stolen them. What the fuck was that? Genius, there's nothing more to say. I'm not freaking. There was a clown right here, right? The jerk-off could have checked the receipt and asked me, since there's always a couple of tissues in my pockets. Okay, we're just gonna ignore the clown, alright. As you've already understood, the courier is always to blame. Of course, the strongest foundations of success are built from the stones thrown at you, but my nerves seem to give up before they are built. This time, I was lucky and everything went without incident, but in the end, I'm not particularly happy about it. It feels like I'm earning less and less every day. What's next? Will they stop giving me shifts? I think it's time to consider changing jobs. As a last resort, I could try to get a position at a newly opened vape shop. 19 minutes till the end of my shift. I might as well start walking slowly towards home. What's this? An order of 20 shawarma and one as a gift? One as a gift? That's a total of 21! 21. Oh my god. 21. Do you feel something? 21. 21's my lucky number! The stars have aligned! Oh my god. This is clearly a sign. A sign it's too early to leave my job. After accepting the order, I went to the shawarma restaurant to pick up the food. Rot grill bar, typical Oleg. Oh my god, typical Oleg. I finally arrived. Rot bar, typical Oleg. So all of this is happening in the same town. How is the large shawarma order coming along? Half of it's already done, the rest will take another 15 minutes. The order's pretty big, so no wonder it's not ready yet. I might as well order a coffee and talk to the cashier. I've always wondered why the sign changed the grill to rot. It's a long story. And it's not like I'm in a hurry. Fine, then listen. There once was a businessman named Oleg. He didn't care that he invested his dough in. He didn't care what he invested his dough in, as long as Oleg was in the name. That's how this place came to be. At first everything was fine, But over time, the management began to save on ingredients and the quality of shawarma deteriorated. An act of rebellion was staged by school children who constantly kept correcting the word grill to rot on the sign. The phrase "I loved you, Oleg" has become a local meme. So the quality of the shawarma here is so-so? Yep, but I didn't tell you that. Can't believe you're getting a lard dump. I'm getting the lard dump at my local rotten Oleg. Right, rot grill Oleg. But who would want to order so much shawarma from so far away? Surely there are better shawarma restaurants in that area. And what kind of address is this? I've never been here before. Where exactly did the order come from? No. Nizhny Podsuk Street. Yep. Instead of the cashier's voice, I heard a different one from somewhere behind me. When I turned around, I couldn't even immediately see the person who was talking to me. Dead. The non-anime character. Oh fuck. We're in trouble. And he's dead. Dead inside. Inside? Granddad, inside. Hey kid, it's a very dangerous neighborhood. You should stay out of it. What's wrong there? Real evil is taking up the residents there. What do you mean? The reptiloids had their eye on the place. The reptiloids had their eye on this place for a long time ago. I know since I lived nearby. It all started with strange animal behavior and those damn magnetic storms. The sun was in its every 11 years active phase. The sun was in its every 11 years active phase, and then those damn aliens heard every word I said. This guy knows what's up. But how are these things related? You don't know such simple things, little kid. So listen here. Oh, thank God, another lore dump. On days like this, when you say something, the solar wind picks up your words and converts them into vibrations of torsion fields. The alien tentacles pick up these vibrations. But you said they're reptiloids. Where do they get tentacles? And in general, torsional fields are complete nonsense. Live longer than me and you'll understand that this world is more complicated than running around with the orders, young scumbag kid. Don't tell me what to do, Granddad! I noticed an ominous glint under his head. Oh no, looks like you pissed him off. What makes you think that? If his artificial eye comes out of his socket, it's not good. It is said that in intense arguments it flies out, and could even cause a wound like a bullet. What are you whispering about? Greens? And where's this world headed if young people have a soaked bottom of shawarma instead of brains? Once you see a doggy round dance, you'll know what Granddad was talking about. Look, I graduated. Order for 21 shawarmas ready? Thank you, beautiful but kind of weird cashier. You rescued me in time. 21? Man has a magic Sharingan bullet eye. I'm about to get genjutsu'd. 21? They're having a party, man. Haha! I know what I'm talking about. Shawarma is very popular with them. It's all they eat. It's like nutrition bars. Listen to me. Drop everything and run away while you're still alive. In my haste, I packed the order into my bag. All the shawarma fit in the backpack except for one. What to do? Tamp it down a little more? No, it's already full, and if I press down any harder, the shawarma bottom will burst. Since there was no free space in the backpack, I just put the last one in the pocket of my jacket. It wasn't deep, which made the shawarma stick out of it halfway. I hope I don't lose it somewhere along the way. Dun-dun-dun. I hurried to the exit while the old man kept talking. Oh no, the shawarma flopped up from my pocket onto the floor, so I stopped to pick it up. Look, you're going to bring an offering right into their clutches. Are you ready to betray the human race? I'm so sick of this dude. Oh my god, an actual decision. I guess the first one was a prologue. Silently pick up the shawarma. Show Granddad where the crayfish spend the winter. I don't know if I want to fuck with this man. He's got a Sharingan. I'm sure this dude's tough and all, but that Granddad has seen so much worse. What do you think? What do you think's the correct choice here? Oh yeah, I could also save. Elder Mall Ninja, fuck him. Alright, let's show him where the crayfish spend the winter. The old man is too annoying with his buzzing about conspiracy theories, but responding rudely to him was a bad decision. Ramen's now one of the ingredients for shawarma in this bar. Damn. Dead end. Damn. Nothing personal, kid. Had to do what I had to do. That's it. I think we can go back to that, right? Yeah. Save scum. Don't notice the old man's mistake. It's useless to replant an old tree. Guided by this simple truth, I ignored the old man and just walked away. On the way, I kept thinking about what he had said. Not that those words made an impression on me, but I also noticed that strange things were happening around me as of late. Is that the Evangelion girl? There's a story on TV. I don't really watch it much, but sometimes I turn it on in the background while I'm playing Digger online. There's always some conspiracy nonsense on, and usually I don't even get into what's playing. Oh no, it's just Anime Girl with the Illuminati necklace. But that time, the absurdity of the story caught my attention. There's a report about a girl who had her shawarma stolen right out of her hands by aliens. She was walking in the park one evening, enjoying her meal, when suddenly, they, flying overhead, took the shawarma with their light beam. Bullshit! Does anyone really believe that what is shown on that channel? But after today, I can guess who does. That story isn't too concerning, but the distorted screams that sometimes come from the alley at night, I don't even know how to describe them. It's like someone shouting, more likely yelling in different keys, and it gets interrupted. Its fragments are looped, rewound, and distorted, just like in some game with a lot of bugs. It makes me wonder if our world is just a matrix, but I reassure myself that maybe it's just some wandering DJs having fun. Oh yes, me, a wandering DJ just making sick beats on the street. And doubting my own reality goes against my beliefs. But that's not all the weirdness I've noticed. I live on the first floor, and I'm used to having people hanging around under my windows all the time. Every Tuesday, from 4 to 6 in the afternoon, a pensioner at my apartment complex stares through the window. At first it annoyed me, but then decided to look at the situation, as it befits me, from a philosophical point of view. After all, what do I care about this harmless old lady? That's a lady? I mean, that's a lady. If she doesn't bother me, let her do what she wants. But I don't like that. But 2 weeks ago, I noticed something strange. She always stood practically motionless, but this time her stillness was too unnatural. There was something strange, even frightening about her appearance. I still saw the same pensioner in front of me, but all my senses were screaming that something was wrong. Exhausted by uncertainty, I went outside and approached her. Everything in me froze, with shock when I was close enough to see properly. I discovered that a cardboard cutout was standing instead of a real person. What the hell is going on? Who did this? Why? Don't fuck with the babushka! She'll turn into cardboard and fuck you up. These questions worry me to this day. But the next week, the original pensioner returned, and I could breathe a sigh of relief. But wait till you hear this plot twist. After her return, pigeons began to sit in strange circles, like the witch rings that some mushrooms form. And some of the neighbors suddenly turned white. Soon they were all taken away by the riot police. Both pigeons and neighbors. Fuck, the riot police are racist. Who would have thought? It's very strange, isn't it? Another incident happened on the train while I was going to another city for a meeting of Digger online fans. There I had a strange dream that seemed more of a reality. I dreamt that I was going to the dining car to get something to eat in the middle of the night. I was separated from it by a single carriage, in which an hour ago many people were sitting. But now it was completely empty, although there were no stops to unload them. It puzzled me, but I was more glad that other people's feet were sticking out in the aisle. But when I reached the dining car, the situation took a surreal turn. Oh my god! Instead of people, creatures of an unknown species resembling multicolored octopuses sat everywhere. Their tentacles wriggled, making clicking and crackling noises. It was as though they were communicating. They communicated exactly until they noticed me. They froze momentarily, and their eyes with vertical pupils stared at me. Many, many eyes. My mind became clouded, and I don't remember how the dream ended. I woke up and didn't sleep a wink the rest of the way, let alone left my seat. And the moon. It's been brighter than usual. The shawarma moon. What if Granddad was right? What if there really is something sinister going on in the city? Reptilioids? Aliens? It's hard to believe such things, but I can't ignore all the strange occurrences around me. What should I do? A shawarma fell out of my pocket. That's some Garden of Band character design. Wait, look at this photorealistic dogs. Just as I picked it up, I suddenly noticed stray dogs. They were looking right at me. Red eyes. They were looking right at me, or rather, at the shawarma. Fucking Minecraft dog eyes. Damn it. I jump on my bike and sprint forward while the dogs rush after me. Despite the fact that I was pedaling as hard as I could, the cute yet scary-looking butts didn't think to lag behind. I could keep going at this speed for a long time, but there's a problem. The shawarma kept falling out. The hungry dogs began to close the gap. One of them kept trying to catch the shawarma in its salivating jaw. Get off me! I was ready to fight to the end. But I was far from being superhuman, and after a while my legs were ready to fall off. It seemed that nothing could save me, when suddenly... Oh, fuck yeah! That's right, the pigeons. A flock of pigeons flew at the dogs. Oh shit. There were so many pigeons that the flea-ridden canines had to retreat. I didn't set fate to shake each pigeon's shriveled little leg in thanks and instead hurried out of there. The hell was that? Why did the pigeons suddenly attack the dogs? Maybe they just got tired of the loud barking that echoed throughout the neighborhood. Who the hell knows? Shit! But what about the shawarma? It's still here. Only by some miracle it didn't fall out of my pocket. Again. The chase took too much energy. It would be nice to have something to eat. No. It's I haven't delivered yet. I can't eat the shawarma. No, just in case. I can't. I can't do it. But what if... I mean... No, the one was a gift. I can't eat someone's gift. No, it's wrong. I can't do it. No, I can't. It's part of the customer's order. Here's the house I need to deliver food to. It felt like it took forever to get here. Small victories add color to life, and the feeling of imminent success even made me forget about the pain in my legs for a while. The place is terrible. Even with a navigator, it is quite difficult to find it. The yard is a real garbage dump, and not to mention the building looks like it's about to collapse. Of course, the shawarma fell out of my pocket. Again. God, this place made me feel uncomfortable. In tense moments, it usually helps me chat with others. I'm actually quite an outgoing person. You can get a lot of interesting ideas from talking to people, and extraordinary people have always inspired me. Even with that granddad, we could have had an interesting dialogue if I had more time and he had less impertinence. So now I decided to look around for someone to talk to, if there are any people here, of course. Oh, there's a pretty girl that's out for a smoke. At least something around here is normal. I think I'll talk to her while I have time. Hey. Hi. Don't many people live here? It's only at first glance. Huh, maybe. I got a very large order for shawarma. You need to get this to Department 17, don't you? Yeah. You're out of luck. Why is that? I've been watching this gang for months now, and I can say with absolute certainty that something is wrong with them. Ever since they settled here, pigeons have been flying around the place. Some white substance is constantly spilled near the door, and then there are some unearthly mantras heard from the toilets every night. I wake up every now and then because of strange yelling. And that's not all. It would take more than an hour to tell you about all the strange things that happen here. I see. It all sounds scary, and those weird yells. On the other hand, maybe she's exaggerating and she just has noisy neighbors that she's sick of. Maybe that's why she makes them out to be crazy. You may not believe me, but if you go there, I can't guarantee you'll make it out alive. Job's a job. I have to do it. I don't believe in what I'm saying anymore. Then come on in. I'm just about done. Oh shit. The girl threw out her finished cigarette. The girl threw out her finished cigarette, and we went into the building together. I live on the 4th floor, and you have to go to the 5th. Suddenly, the light in the stairwell went out. How often does that happen here? Not often, but usually after the obscurity of the neighbors have reached an extraordinary level. Still sure you want to go there? We reached the 4th floor. The girl stopped and looked at me expectantly. Hell, what if all these rumors are true? Granddad's words, the stranger's stories, and all the things that I saw with my own eyes. What if I really do fall into some creepy trap? Wouldn't it be better to leave before it's too late? Now we gotta complete it. We gotta do it. I don't think trusting her is a good idea. What she said sounded more like the ravings of a crazy person. Besides, I absolutely have to complete this order. After all, it could prove fateful. Not to mention a big fine if I don't do it. A job's a job. I didn't go all this way for nothing. As you wish. The stranger disappeared behind the door, and I went up to the next floor. I reached the right apartment. Well, this story is finally coming to a close. Oh my god, the fucking eyes. The door is opened by a girl. Oh shit. I couldn't help but notice what was going on behind her. People were looking out from around the corners with interest, coming closer, looking at me with a kind of predatory curiosity. How many of them are there? Oh, another one. Here's your order. She gave me a very strange look and then yelled, Guys, dinner's here. Someone's strong hand grabbed me and pulled me inside. The door slammed shut. Only a lonely, wrinkled shawarma was left lying on the doorstep. No! Damn it. Hold on. We got a bad ending. We gotta get the true ending. Well, now that we know that happens, what if I eat it? I looked at the shawarma, even though it was all crumpled and the sauce was leaking in places. I still had the desire to eat it. I have no choice. After all, there's 20 more left. When the customer notices it's missing, I'll be far away. I unpacked the shawarma and took a bite. Oh! Instead of the usual stuffing, something dark and incomprehensible was looking at me from inside. It was staring, 2 orange eyes on a small blue head. What the hell? Instead of shawarma, I had pigeon wrapped in pita bread! Oh my god. The bird broke free and flew away as the pita fell to the ground. Oh, my whole life and universe flew before my eyes along with that pigeon. The words of the old lunatic from the bar began to echo in my head. How could I be so blind? After that, there was no doubt. I had to escape. It doesn't matter where, just as long as it's far away from here. To Siberia! Oh my god, it's the intro. In half an hour, I was already at the border of Samara. Oh, he's really going to Siberia. The road ahead was not an easy one. The shawarmas in my bag should last me a long time, and by the time it's over, I'll be safe. The first thing I'll need is that granddad's number. He may be the only ally in this crazy world. I got the real ending. I just had to eat it. Well, no, wait, now I'm curious. Hold on. I like how trash is the genre. Horror trash. Okay, don't eat it. Skip. Go with the stranger. You're right, something bad's going on here. I'm gonna get out of here while I still have my legs. I turned around to leave, but the slam of the entry door made me freeze in place. There's 2 pairs of footsteps on the stairs. The unknown persons were talking, and the only word I could make out was shawarma. Damn, you're too late. It's one of their gang. What do I do? You can hide in my place, hurry up! We went into the apartment and the girl immediately closed the door, securing each lock one by one. Lena. Roman. Circumstances are strange, but nice to meet you. Same. We took off our shoes, threw off our jackets, and went to the kitchen. Lena was hospitable and immediately made us tea. How long do we have to sit here? There was a noise coming from above, as if a crowd of people were dancing right over our heads. Along with the stomping, there were chants that grew quieter, and then turned into outright yell. Now I understand what the girl was talking about. Till morning, most likely. But if things go wrong with the supply of shawarma, we could be here for a long time. I laughed. Despite everything, I felt safe now. So, tell me about yourself. Where to start? I studied to be a philosopher when I went to work as a courier. It may not sound very cool, but it was only for a while. Oh, I even started writing a book! So far, it's mostly notes on my phone, but still. While I was talking, I looked around. The kitchen was quite cozy, despite the slight clutter. There was a pizza box next to the sink, and there were tea bags and a few candles scattered on the table. Among the flower pots on the windowsill were some packets of pills, a roll of rope, a whip, a gag. Wait, what? The girl I was talking to realized that it was her turn to tell me about herself. Strange rumors in this building are not just about my neighbors. She smiled slyly, and I felt uncomfortable. What a mess I'm in. I didn't know what's worse, getting caught by cultists or a crazy BDSM fan. Ooh. There was a heaviness all over my body. I tried to get up, but my arms and legs wouldn't listen to me anymore. Oh fuck, she drugged me! I look at the cup. Now I realized what a strange taste the tea had. Somewhere in the hallway, the shawarma from my jacket laid pathetically. Damn, how dizzy. I watched helplessly as Lena took off my shirt and began to tie my body— oh! She kept saying something, but I wasn't listening anymore. The dancing and mantras of the neighbors, meanwhile, had reached their peak. They're totally freaking out in there. It felt like the ceiling was about to collapse on our heads. They're really going wild today. Even the walls are wobbly. This was really happening. The whole house was groaning and shaking, the pipes howling like a pack of dogs chasing shawarma. Great, I'm double trapped, and all I can do is watch. Oh my god! Ew! What's that? Is there some kind of white liquid coming out of the pipes? Judging by the sounds, the neighbors began to panic. Lena stopped tying me up and turned her attention to the increasing flood. Crap! They pumped that shit all over the place! The pipes finally burst, the white substance gushing out of all the cracks and crevices that rapidly cover the walls. The wild thundering sound made my ears prick up. Before the building collapsed, I managed to look out the window. A huge yellow moon was shining in the ominous red sky. The Shawarma moon. Oh, that's it. Okay, so either this guy gets almost raped and covered in white sauce, or goes to Siberia, and that's it.